Hello, master thumbnail. I worked a half a day. Today was interesting. I feel like I'm glad. I'm glad that everything that happens between all these Wednesdays and Fridays happened. Because I feel like I've reached a fairly imperturbable spot when it comes to certain things in life right now, to the point where some things are more entertaining than anything else. And I'm glad to have a Taurus moon and rising. I'm glad my Saturn is in Aquarius. My moon is in Algol. I love my chart. I love my chart. I used to have it was a while ago. I was like, oh my gosh, all my planets are all over the place. This is why I'm all over the place. But I feel like they aspect each other nicely. They cover each other quite nicely. But anyway, it's New Year's Lilith today because tomorrow is New Year's Eve. And Lilith came before Eve, right? And I have the Dysology as well as the Revelations edition. Twitty! Hey, Kathy, how you doing? As well as the Revelations edition of the SKT. And also, oh, darn it. Where is it? I thought it was within arm's reach. I peeled off the rest of the days. Here it is. And I brought the calendar home. So maybe do a bit of chronomancy by picking, let's just pick a random day. December 16th. Okay. I mean, like 365 days, and I got something that happened not that long ago. Use the clippings from pruned evergreens to make wreaths and garlands. And there's this little, why is this little starfish? Oh, it's an ornament. This random star is here. Eve, hello. I just finished your Pisces reading. And when Strength came out with the devil, that's when I was like, I am so glad I have a Taurus moon and rising. I love my birth chart because, and I was thinking about it today, like I've never had a boss or a supervisor or manager that I couldn't respect. Or I haven't had one that's lacked as much integrity as the one I have now. Their boss is cool though, but it's just like, wow, that's kind of unfortunate. I'm just like, oof, not doing themselves any favors. But anyway, it's crazy. I've been working for a minute. 10 of spades. The 10 of swords came out. Oh, speaking of a boss and the strength and devil energy. 10 of spades, 10 of swords. That's hilarious. Fueling the growing fire of truth, creating space for a miracle, delving inside to go beyond. Bottom of the deck of depth of materialization, a murky mind or well clouded vision. I don't want to be like mean though. You know what I mean? So I'll still keep it professional. Yeah, I'm just like, what is this? I was like, this has not been my experience. Let's see if I posted anything on the 16th of December. Where's my phone? Oh, it's in my pocket. Wait, like good cry or bad cry? What's going on, Twitty? What's going on? Girl, and it's somebody else. I'm just like, ew, I'm over it. Oh, were you visiting? Hey, Skywalkeress again. Hello. I'm glad. I'm glad you had you got to spend some time with family. Ugh, I feel like I'm about to secondhand cry. I feel like I'm getting secondhand choked up. I'm like, ah. They were visiting. Okay. Oh, that's so nice. And to be able to see them at the end of the year as like you're about to bring in a new one. I love that. You always cry? Oh, I cry often. I cry out a lot of stuff. I don't know when the last time I've cried is though. So anyway, I was also thinking, not anyway, but I was thinking about because Rob pulled me a few cards yesterday, and the first two cards that came out, they're basically my birth cards. So my birth cards are the Tower and the Chariot, and then the Horse Rune and Ragnarok came out. Um, this was last year. So I didn't do anything 12/16 this year, but last year I did. Hold up. Oh, and it's timestamp. Let me go to Pisces. 1 second. Maybe. If my internet will like. But I'm like about to go just like full force right into Ragnarok, judgment energy, tower energy. It's just time. Pisces 2:4:52. Libra was after Pisces. All right, Pisces, how y'all doing? Let's see. Oh, I'm using this deck. That's element of fire. That's really interesting. 1 second. It's not gonna work. It's fine. I'll look at it later. It was a Signs for Now-ish video that I did on the 16th last December. So use clippings from pruned evergreens to make wreaths and garlands. There's a little bit of a laurel energy here. So in that, it almost reminds me of the Two of Swords from the Mystical Medleys, where it's like almost like a fringe benefit, question mark. What? Yeah, I know you said I remember you said you got a call about a relative and that had a mansion out there in Rob's live, question mark. Which I need to rewatch my personal because I kind of stopped listening after Ragnarok. A little bit. So photos of your spinster aunt gravestones are amazing. That's interesting because I have a friend and I was just talking about it with my mom. I think she was a little bit of a spinster. But I have a friend who had a great aunt who left, who she found out about, and she thought that, or she felt she was on a path of blazing trails and that she was like the first of her family. But then she discovered that she had a great aunt who also blazed trails, who was very much a trailblazer, who came into her own wealth in a time where it wasn't as easy for women to come into wealth. And yeah, I was just telling my mom about that. Like right before I started this. That's crazy. Um, but yeah, so shout out to the spinster aunties who are out there making it do what it do. Hands up for them. Oh my gosh, it came out again. I wish I pulled. The Ten of Spades came out again, fueling the growing fire of truth, creating space for a miracle, delving inside to go beyond. This time, the bottom of the deck is a purifying light, a renewed mind, and a moment of timelessness. Before, it was a four. It was the Four of Hearts. Excuse me, it was the Four of Hearts, a depth of materialization, a murky mind, a will, and clouded vision. So we have the murky mind before, and then a renewed mind after. Four of Hearts, Ten of Spades, Seven of Diamonds. There's no. Oh, well, here's the diamonds. Sorry. Seven of clubs, not the seven of diamonds. Four hearts, 10 spades, seven clubs, and under the seven clubs is the king of diamonds, which is a bell that brings the physical and intangible into harmony as it pulses out into the universe, collision or cohesion. So there's every element. And I feel like that seven of wands energy, it reminds me of this because it feels like the six of wands. With the six of wands, that's when we're like, we're trimming and pruning. In that way, it's a very uh emperor energy, rustling around emperor energy that trims and prunes what the empress grows. But it's like that's the six of wands, but we can use what was trimmed for something else. And this star, it's hanging off to the left instead of it like being at the top, right? It's like this. Now, both of those energies are the same. It's not like, well, any way you turn it, I guess. No, because if it was like this, it would be the pentagram. Like that, it would be the pentagram. It's a pinnacle energy still, but it is a little bit of a frame shift. I don't know what that means. Wait, you have a community page? Well, I'll be looking forward to it. I can't wait to see it. But yeah, I love that. Love that. And what synchronous timing. So wait, did you go out there with family? Or are you going to be visiting it later? Also, by the way, I need a head of town over. Um, gonna get my hair done today. Oh gosh. Woo, all those cards. So I don't know when I'm gonna be leaving. You have? Oh, nice. You went on the spur of the moment. I'm glad you have the ability to do that. Like if something comes up to just like go. That sounds just like magical and whimsical and all kinds of going with the flow, discovering the magic of the universe in real time. But yeah, I can't wait until to like see it. Okay. So fueling the growing fire of truth, creating space for a miracle, delving inside to go beyond. This is a 75. The 75 is the scholar of souls. Oh, wow. Like a shamanic adventure. So was this an ancestor that like, because I think it was like it's a new one, right? Someone that you're like you just found out about. So maybe that's a little bit of like a carrying a torch that we didn't even know we were carrying, or carrying a torch that you didn't know you were carrying. I may get nothing. Can I get one card? Can I get one card? It's a whole story. Okay. I know you said it's like a lot to type and go into, so there we go. Jupiter, the wheel of life. What's interesting is that Capricorn is at the top of the wheel, and we're in Capricorn season right now. Bottom of the deck is Saturn and Sagittarius, which is the Ten of Wands, the burdened one. This is interesting because it's almost like the wheel of life has been blocked in some way. And it's not all of the wheel, it's a piece of the wheel. Because, like, we don't see the zodiac and the moon phases and everything else in here. It feels like there's a piece of the wheel of life missing. I don't know what this means. Two sisters? Ah, I love it. It feels like this piece of the wheel actually goes inside. It's somewhere between the innermost and the outermost layer. And it feels like it's missing. I don't know how, though. Well, the energy of delving inside to go beyond is here. And then we also have the collision or cohesion. The bell that brings the physical and intangible into harmony. So it feels like something is signaling. And oh, that's also interesting because these two are opposite trigrams of each other. So if you look, the solid lines in one are dashed lines in the other. Down here, if it'll focus. Let's see. When you focus, maybe you can still see it. And so it feels like something is signaling the joining and merging of these, making the wheel of life even more complete. But it's a question of how easily it'll be integrated. What's that mean? What? What? That's crazy. You saw a light orb for real over one of the graves. So, but your ancestors about to have you doing all kinds of stuff, or maybe it's some kind of acknowledgement or something about what you've been doing, and then that's that's for you to unpack. You didn't ask me to contribute anything, so I'm just gonna sit in awe and wonder and splendor with you as you unfold that magical. Yeah, I don't see stuff either. Even in videos when people are like, "Oh, here's an orb." I'll see it on Remy's videos sometimes. But most of the time, like 9 times out of 10, even if it's time stamped, I still don't see it. Maybe you're about to open a whole new chapter, a whole new level of what the Twittyverse is deepening. I wanted to use the mystical shaman oracles, but I didn't pull them out. It's those ancient ones, the beloved ancient ones that stand still in reverse. I remember that came out when I used this at some point. I don't remember when it was, but the beloved, the ancient ones, and then the stand still in reverse. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look what just flipped over, the ancient ones. Speaking of the beloved ancient ones, there's a flow today. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's 1 and 2. The ancient ones in the Andean cross. The bottom of the deck is soul retrieval. So, Benabel actually just posted a Sight See the Tarot video. I love her Sight See the Tarot series. Um, but there was a book that she did one of the spreads out of, and it was about connecting to the ancient ones, ancient ancestors from so long ago that our DNA is like so like we have such a small fraction of their DNA, but the impacts and the things that we carry from them are just like still huge. I don't know what I expected from New Year's Lilith, but this is a little much. This is a lot much. Unless this is just for you, Twitty. Cause then it's that's yours. I'm just like, ooh. Is it really? Who is this? The wind. The wind and the witness. Oh my gosh. So like I had the deck like this. Well, the deck, all the cards were in, and I just like pulled these up, right? We have the wind and the witness, 63 and 64. 1, 2, 63, 64. Just soak in the magic, Twitty. And I remember Rob's when Rob shared his divine intervention. Hold up, let me 1 second. So it is actually time for me to go. I just saw 2444, 2444 on the time. Um Their graves were number 666 and 665. Oh. Which one did you see the orb over? I'm just kidding. But whatever this is, I guess it's interesting because in the Andean cross, there's this thing in the middle that's kind of missing, and it is circular, right? So maybe the ancient ones, the ancestors, the ancient ones, in whatever way they are the ancient ones, are holding this. And now they're going to be returning it. 63 was the win, 64. What was it? I already forgot. I don't know. I got to go. All right. Thank you all for being here. Sorry this is cut short. I hope you all have a good whatever whenever you see this. I hope you're acting in alignment to make all that you wish to experience your reality. That is so crazy, Twitty. And I will catch y'all whenever I catch you. Happy New Year's, Lilith. Happy New Year's Eve tomorrow, and Happy New Year's the day after that.